This show is clean, pretty much.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Effizode 721. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from the last place on earth located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. Today, Madame Rootabega, Valentino, Bison Bentley. Plus, it's a new Into an Interview with the husband and wife band known as Bed, featuring Sierra Frost and Alex HAAGAR. And what? Mike's Daily Podcast. Comcast did something that was completely rude and mean to its customers. Mike's Daily Podcast. We'll look into that, and I guess I'll also tell you what happened on yesterday's show. It was a great chew where we discussed making pea soup with Benita and the disgruntled fiddle player, and how after you eat it, it makes you happy. What am I trying to say? Mike's Daily Podcast. I don't know. And miscommunication, it pervades our world. Mike's our relationship. Daily Podcast. Communication. Does that mean it's a woman? Yeah! Well, every close relationship has this lady hanging around, making it hell on both participants. What the heck? Look who just walked in. Hello, my name is Madame Rootabega, and I used to be known as Miscommunication. Really? Yes, but I changed it to Madame Rootabega so that people would want to eat vegetables when they heard my name. Ooh! Interesting. But that is true. Miscommunication happens a lot in relationships. Now, this is the thing, is maybe two people in a relationship shouldn't communicate at all, since it's all going to get miscommunicated. They should just stare at each other and not say a thing. But Michael Masso, in fact, isn't that communication? Only nonverbal? Oh, you're right. Dang. Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino the Barking.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, Bison and I have not been in a relationship with each other ever. Day.
You have a friendship though, right?
Yeah, we're friends, but we're not like a same-sex couple there. But we both love the tea party.
Yeah, we love the tea party, and we are tea parties, but we're not gay. Do you know that? All right, well, I wasn't making any sort of assertion, or anything. But do you guys, when you've been in relationships with women, I assert, that you were good communicators?
Well, there was times when we would have a miscommunication day.
Yeah, it would get ugly. Do you know that? Well, that's too bad. Did you work it out?
No, that is why I am single.
And that's why I'm single, too. Do you know that? But I have my friend Valentino.
And I have my friend Bison.
That's so beautiful. Isn't that beautiful, Madame Rootabega? Yes, Michael Masso, and I know how to make pea soup. Oh, wonderful. There's this thing called Comcast, and I have talked about the problems that I have had with them. It took me months to finally get what somebody had promised me, a salesperson had promised me at my front door. It took me months of run around, talking to their phone bank, which do not do ever. And then, oh my gosh, this is an article that NPR.org did, and they've got a picture of a call center, actually not for Comcast, but for Zappos.com, and it looks like a turned upside down dorm room. But we all agree that Comcast phone bank service sucks, right? Indeed it does. And this week, one man's customer service call to Comcast turned into a badgering. A simple request to cancel his service was repeatedly beaten back by the employee on the other end of the line. It was a familiar feeling for a lot of us, which perhaps explains why more than 4 million people have listened to it in less than a week. Quote, "It was frustrating to listen to. It's almost a PTSD we have had with bad customer service," says journalist Emily Yellen. She wrote a book on the customer service call experience called Your Call Is Not That Important to Us. Yellen suspects the agent on the Comcast call was getting paid more if he kept the customer. A former Comcast call center employee confirmed that sort of financial incentive on Reddit, and it was verified by Slate. It's really not that person on the other end of the line's fault. It's the company's fault and the culture of the company that creates a culture around this person that makes them do something like this. Let's see, I think I have a little soundbite from when I was trying to talk to a customer service agent.
Michael, please bear with me, okay? My system is still updating, okay? And I'm still pulling up some resources, okay, to be able to give you enough information for that one, okay?
What the hell did she just say? I had to listen to this woman for about 20 minutes. That wasn't Comcast, that was AT&T, but jeez. Oh, these Comcast people, these phone bank people, and I definitely had the same experience with Comcast, are horrid. Yellen says that frustration about these calls is bigger than a single company. You're calling strangers occasionally on different continents. Your goals may be opposing. She says it really sets up this dynamic where you're not going to relate to each other as full human beings. And that really, in my opinion, is the responsibility of the company to circumvent. And it's hard. Doing customer service well is hard. I have never blown up on the phone with anyone on a phone bank until I was talking to someone on Comcast. And they were just giving me the same line over and over again, and I just lost it. And all they did was they did nothing. They were like still like they didn't offer me any solutions or anything, and I had to ask for their manager to finally circumvent that person. But the circumvention does not exist in the phone bank world. It does say in this article that some companies have figured it out, and that the aforementioned what looked like a dorm room call center for Zappos.com, which is a billion-dollar online shoe retailer owned by Amazon, built its reputation on wowing customers with great service. Despite selling most of its merchandise over the internet, customers want to be able to phone in if they need to, says Rob Siefker. He is the head of the Zappos call center, which fields an average of 10,000 customer calls and chats each day. He says the promise that we make to customers is that we're going to provide great service, and Zappos prioritizes its resources so callers don't have to navigate automated menus when they call. The company staffs its call centers with enough employees and 24 hours a day, so hold times are no longer than 20 seconds. And when it comes to human phone interactions, the emphasis is on humanity. Employees are empowered to make their own decisions during calls, as the situation warrants, without getting supervisors for approval. They say we've had people call up and ask to find a restaurant near the hotel or help them order a pizza, and our employees have helped people in those instances. Jeez, that's amazing. That is polar opposite from any phone bank that I have witnessed recently. Oh, and Anthem Blue Cross, don't even get me started. Horrid. All right, that's my word of the day for these people. Way to go, Zappos, even though your place looks like a dorm room. Maybe that's why you guys are doing it so well. It's because you've made it your own. You've personalized your call center. So maybe people should pay attention to what they're doing at Zappos. What do you think? Email me, MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. If you had a horrid experience as well, let me know. We read your comments on the section emails from email. MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. Also, email me there if you'd like to be a guest on the show or if you would like to sponsor the show, MikesDailyPodcast@gmail.com. Check out the website, MikesDailyPodcast.com, where there are links to where to listen to the show on iTunes. Subscribe to the show in iTunes, and if you rate and comment on the show there, more people find out about us that way. There's also links to where to find us on the Facebook page. And when I post a new show on the Facebook page, you can share that with your friends. More people find out about us that way if you do that. Another great way to support the show is the Amazon deal of the day. Click on that and buy something. That helps us out. There's also links to where to listen to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Mixcloud, Tumblr, Twitter, Yelp. We also have the blog, the Daily Podcast Picture, and They're all the interviews that I've done, all collated and put right there on the website at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And speaking of interviews...
Into an interview.
Hello?
Good morning, it's Mike Matthews from Mike's Daily Podcast reporting.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Good, how are you? Shall we interview...
Doing well, thanks.
You're doing well?
Yeah.
Excellente. Shall we interview, interview people? Like you're a band and I'm an interviewer? Interview guy?
Yes. Let's interview like I'm a band and you're Mike.
Sounds good.
You be Mike, I'll be me.
Okay. The part of Sierra Frost, HAAGAR. Wait, how does it go? Sierra Frost, HAAGAR?
It's with HAAGAR. It's like hey girl. It's like that.
Oh, hey girl, I want you to know. I'll be
See, now you get it.
Got it. Okay. And is it just you, or is Alex around as well? Is he in the...
Well, Mike, I don't know if you know this, but Alex doesn't talk on the phone to people.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
We have this agreement in our band, in our life, in our business, in our marriage. And basically the agreement is that he does the dishes and I talk on the phone.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, that works great.
Yeah.
Well, say hello to Alex. Hey, girl, for me.
Yeah, let me just say hi to him. Hey, Alex. Mike says hi. Did you hear that?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, the times that I have met him have been a utter joy, as has been meeting you.
Oh, well, we feel exactly the same way.
And are you in Portland this fine morning?
We're in Portland. We got back on Sunday afternoon. We drove through the night from San Francisco. It was totally terrible. And then we got back, and then we had some friends in town, and then we did a teeny tiny little bit of work really, really quick. And we have a show. Where's our show tonight? Salem? We have a show in Salem tonight, and then in, what's that place with the mountains where people always go hiking and camping and stuff?
Washington?
No, it's in California. Yosemite.
I almost said Yosemite. That's weird.
So we're Yosemite tomorrow, and then Sunday we're playing the Independent in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Independent in San Francisco, what day?
On Sunday.
On Sunday. So that's the 20th of
That's the 20th, yeah.
And this is going to post today on Friday, so people will have a chance to go get to the show and tickets.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Yeah. So can I tell you about the show? It's really cool.
Tell me about the show.
Okay, so it's like the premiere rap party for this thing called the Music Video Race, which we did week before last week. We did last week. God, that was so recently. And basically it's 20 bands, 20 teams of filmmakers, and then they get paired up at random on a Friday night, and then they have the weekend to make the video. And then all of the videos are totally done, completely edited, totally finished by Sunday night. And then there's this big party, and then there are different prizes for different best video and best song and other stuff. And so we're one of two bands playing the premiere rap party, which it's us, we're Bed, and the other band is Rintin Tiger.
Oh, by the way, everybody, Sierra's with the band Bed, and that's Bed with a lowercase b, and Alex is in the band too. And you're performing at this thing. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're really excited. We actually, not to totally bore you, but Alex and I met at the rap party for the music video race last year.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is almost like this is an anniversary.
Yeah, it is.
Aw. I'd have a harp sound effect right here. So, because it's all romantic.
You better really have one. You better.
Pressure. All right. If I have one, I'll put it right here. Okay. So, anyway, we met, and you guys are awesome. I've got a couple pictures with you I think I'm going to post, and they're all very funny. So was it a conscious choice you made in surrounding yourself with lowercase b words? Because your group is called Bed, and the two songs that I was going to play on the show were Boys and Bother, and they're both lowercase b. It's just what's the fascination with b?
I really think it's a coincidence. Everyone always asks us that, but I think it's a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
The B's, like Bed and Bother and Boys, we didn't do that on purpose, right?
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, Alex is looking guilty.
What?
Oh, maybe he did do it. He was like shrugging. No, he didn't. Just kidding. Okay, no. No, it's just a coincidence.
Oh.
We have a song coming out next month called Wayward, which does not begin with a B.
There we go. We've broken the spell. Okay.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds good. Well, late last year, you both, let's say, this is what I read. You quit your jobs and moved from San Francisco to Oregon to start a record label called Breakup Records. Is it true? And what inspired you to do that?
Well, so we met last summer. We were at this frat party with different people, actually. Little controversy there.
What? Other people?
I know. They're naughty.
Zounds!
All kinds of zounds. Many zounds.
Several zounds.
So we got together kind of immediately. And then right after we got together, we went on a trip. We did a little road trip to Portland. Where I had been a couple of times where Alex had never been. And as soon as we drove into town, we were just like, oh, crap. We have to move here. This is the best place we've ever been.
Oh.
And so we met in, so we started dating in August? We started dating in August. We visited Portland at the end of August, and then we moved to Portland at the end of September.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was, when you find stuff that works, you don't have to think about it that hard. It was just really obvious to us.
I see. Oh.
Yeah, and Portland's cool, man. We went from being very poor San Franciscans to being solidly middle class Oregonians. So that's the financial incentive to live here. The quality of life is just so much higher. It's cheap, and you can afford to do sweet stuff all the time.
And there's so much good beer.
Oh my god, there's so much good beer. We went to Astoria, which is coastal, and had this crazy what was it, pine
beer?
What was it?
Spruce beer?
We had Spruce Tips beer the other week. It was so good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The beer and the food scene here is so cool. You can go to a crappy place and still just have good food.
Yeah. I noticed that when I went. And I just went for a couple of days by myself, stayed at a hotel by the airport and took the train in and kind of, looked around the city. I loved it. It's very nice.
Oh my god, you have to visit us.
I will. We have
a bedroom that no one lives in. That's our big thing. Now that we live in Portland, we have an extra room. That's our point of pride.
Can I tell you I'd love to come over and try your iced coffee drink that you were telling me about?
Oh my god, you have to.
Because I won't make you a Matthews Chino because that's a pretty slutty drink. It's
oh my god, I can't even believe that you told me all of the stuff that you put in there. I would never admit that to anyone. You're I put cookies and ice cream and Mars bars and whipped cream, and I kill one of those Keebler elves and put him in there. And
oh, funniest joke ever. Ding, ding, ding. That is good.
Thank you.
Actually, I don't know. Daniel G. Harmon, he's a songwriter from Washington, and Seattle, and he came down with Kyle Alfred Hillig, and they performed in the last place on earth in my house in my basement. And I was drinking a Matthews Chino, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah. But you guys, next time you're down, you need to perform here at the last place on earth.
You know, we can't do it next time we're down, because next time we're down is in like 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
And we're literally driving down and then driving right back up Monday.
Time after that, maybe.
But the next time that we come down, we absolutely will.
And tell me about the bands on your label. How did you find them?
How did we find them? Well, the first kind of batch, it's like with any label, you know, like I've been working in music in San Francisco for a long time. And there were just bands that I wanted to work with. The first band that I ever worked with in kind of like an administrative managerial way was Kitten Grenade. Who had, and that's Caitlin Sullivan. I'd played with her in some projects before, and I just really admired her and wanted her.
She's a friend of the show.
Like, yeah, you know Caitlin. And she's just like this angel. I mean, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But she just didn't have that person kind of shaking her shoulders and saying, "Listen, you can do this. This is what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be like in someone else's band. You're not supposed to be a backup singer. You're not supposed to be like, you know, you're not supposed to be sharing the spotlight. This is all about you." And so we made her first EP, and then she actually recorded her second that we're about to release in our spare bedroom up here.
Oh.
And so I love her. She was our first person. Danger Maker, I had known from working with a little bit before. El Terrible, I used to be in a band with. Terry and I used to play in a band called Elephone many years ago.
Oh.
Let me just pull up a list so I can just tell you everything, because I feel like I'm going to leave somewhere. We have so many bands these days. Oh, my God.
You have a lot of great bands. And yeah, talking to Caitlin from Kitten Grenade was a lot of fun. And her music is really neat.
She's down, man. She's so cool.
She does some cool harmonies as well.
Yeah. She's like a total like classic kind of like cute girl folk singer with just like a wild hair. She just does kind of like, she'll just throw in like kind of gnarly stuff, and I feel like that's what really sets her apart. Is she's just like, she's beautiful, and she has like the like charming angel voice, and she's, you know, but then she's just like kind of a weirdo too. She'll sing about some like dark.
Exactly. And then you have this band Bed, and let's see. Now you sing on Bother.
Yeah.
So let's play that one first. Tell me how that one came about.
Yeah, that was one of the first, I think it might be the first song that we really wrote together. The way that we write is, we get an idea, we have something, we don't ever really write unless there's something really up. It's like kind of like a therapeutic thing. So I had something up. I was like really like sort of grappling with sort of kind of weird family issue and stuff, and just kind of like started playing around with it. And Alex actually wrote the words, even though I sing it. He got them down on paper and figured it out. And yeah, so it was just a thing. And it was actually like, I feel like that's where good songs come from. It's not just like kind of free flowing, like, let me tell you all the stuff that's kind of in my brain. I feel like it's like, I don't know, whatever. I like writing songs that have something really important to process behind them, just because I feel like they wind up being a little bit like more relatable. I'm just ranting right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up and let you play it.
So,
you just tell me to shut up next time? Yeah, shut up.
No, I think I know what you're saying. You're saying it's like a problem that you were trying to fix in your brain, and you had a cathartic moment, and you worked with Alex on it, and this beautiful little nugget came out called Bother.
Totally. And I feel like we're like, it makes it, I don't know. I always am worried about songs being boring. And like, because I was able to get really like angry and like have that time where like my pissed offedness, that it was really like manifesting in like some physical form, it like kind of diffused the situation for me and like channeled that energy to a different place other than just me stewing about it, you know?
Ah, so it helped you out in a way.
It helps me out, and I also think like, I don't know, I feel like songs deserve to be given something something like really weighty like that. I really like writing when I have like a really intense thing going on, because then the song gets the thing and I can kind of step back from it, but the song stays angry, you know? The song stays like effective and intense.
Wow, so that's all what's going on behind the scenes of this song called Bother, and it's by...
Oh, you guys are going to be so disappointed now that I've like talked about it for so long. Oh, no.
Have we been talking about the song longer than the song's been playing? No.
Yeah, the song is like seriously like it's like a minute long.
It's exactly 60 seconds, so enjoy it. It is the song Bother. Where can they find it?
This is bed.bandcamp.com.
It's thisisbed.bandcamp.com.
Yeah.
Bother on Mike's Daily Podcast. That is Bother and the band Bed with Sierra Frost and Alex HAAGAR. Oh, nice. As we go outside the last place on earth, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley, California. Tomorrow, the finale of my Into An Interview with Bed.
And here's today's podcast picture.
And you can see Sierra and Alex together and the band Bed there, the picture at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And their fellow Breakup Records mates, the wonderful Danger Maker, are going to be performing tonight at the Elbow Room. I'm going to head out to that show in a couple of hours there in San Francisco. If you hear this before then, head on out there on this Friday night. MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com to see the picture. What? Madame Rootabega?
Michael Matthew, I used to be called Miss Hot Latina.
No.
Yes, Michael Matthew.
I am confused by that moniker.
So what?
So? You just confuse me sometimes, madam.
Is it because of my beauty?
Stop with that sound effect, please. Tomorrow, the finale of my Into An Interview with the band Bed. Plus, we will hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the Engineer.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at Mike MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bison Bentley, you look very nice today.
Thanks. Ooh, creeped out. Do you know that